Well, there are already a lot of developments precisely to integrate sustainability into corporate culture. In many of the companies I meet, they have gone so far with it, they want it to, I think, rightly become part of the daily working life and not a department, a thing which a few people do and report, but actually how at Marks and Spencer's, they use the expression, the way we do business. So we shall see. There are many challenges. There is a difficulty at the heart of sustainability wherever it wants to drive the company where it doesn't want to go. So the sides of sustainability which work really well in companies are to save money and to invent new products. Here there is no conflict. The rest of sustainability is much more difficult for them to integrate. They have to have a broader corporate objective, perhaps. But I would say in the last 10 years, it's made amazing progress. If you say to me, who has made the most progress, I would say maybe corporates more than NGOs or governments or private individuals in many cases in their impact. Well, there are many types of community activists. The simple thing, of course, is that they now have the same resources as the BBC to create and distribute stories, so they are amazing communication tools. I'm most interested in developing community business models and non-business models, but service models and social ventures. That is by far the most important thing, I think, happening in the economy. In the UK, in 2004, for the first time, perhaps in several centuries at least, there were more social businesses started, social ventures started, than conventional commercial ventures. So we see a big shift, and as the welfare state, in its current state of unaffordability, retreats, we will see more and more, as they used to say in the cooperative movement, self-help for the people. That for me is very obviously the future. That is a very difficult question. So what sorts of institutional rules? Partly what is happening is what Clay Shirky called organising without organisation. So we don't need new corporate style institutions to replace them, but precisely because of that, you need very clear agreements on what is the leadership, what is the role of the leadership, how will they be succeeded, what is okay and not okay, what do people, in a way, what are the obligations, what do I owe to you, what do you owe to me? These things need to be very carefully set out. I think part of the success, for instance, of the Transition Town movements was they had very, very clear values and a sort of set of operating principles, because they didn't have the local government, they weren't the bureaucracy, so everybody had to think, everybody had to know how should we do this together. And there are so many innovations in the area of reinventing conferences, meetings, to understand from a community what they want and so forth. So many innovations that are not on the internet, where people meet in new ways and somehow find a new way of being human together and building things together. That is the point, I think.